Hey everybody, I'm back with another in the series on learning Rust. We are making our way through the Rustlings GitHub project, which has turned out really nicely in terms of learning Rust by getting our hands on keyboards, which I think is the most effective way to really learn anything, is to get your hands onto it. For programming, I like to, as I said, get my hands on keyboard. And so that's what I'm going to do in this episode. We left off last time with testing. I have Rustlings set up here. Once I type Rustlings watch, then I could make my way back to where we left off. Check it out. So if you haven't seen the prior videos, you might want to do that, or you can just jump in with Rustlings. We're going to be looking at tests, and we're going to get as far as we can through some code in this episode. Stay with me. Okay, I have Rustlings watch working here, and I can use that, or what you can do is type Rustlings run -- test exercises, and then the test that you want to execute, and that will do it. I think this other argument about project name run -- test, and then the path to the test is what I would probably do in another Rust project that I set up. So that might be the better approach to running tests in Rust. I don't know. There is a README in this folder, and you could read more about writing tests for Rust, and maybe they explain it there. I haven't checked. Okay, so this test1.rs, it looks like this is the structure of the test. It looks like this is a configuration of test. I'm not sure what mod is, but mod tests, #test. So I guess this is declaring that this is a test, and the assert with the bang at the end is going to be the assert. So I'm just going to assert true, and that should pass this test. It looks like it successfully passed, so I'll go on to test 2. So this has a problem. I need to make assert equal pass. So I think if I do 1 + 2 and assert that is 3, that this would make this assert equal pass. So I can change the path to run the exercise 2 test. It passed, so we can keep moving. So that last one was assert equal. This one, okay, so test 3. This test isn't testing our function. So we have this public function is even here. It takes in an integer 32 and returns a bool. It's using the percent, which is the, I forget my discrete math, divisor. It returns a remainder here. So whatever the remainder after dividing by 2 is equal to, if that's 0, then the number is even. So we need to assert that 4, okay, that is even 4 is going to be, or we just do that. We assert that is true, and then we can assert not a bang is even 5. Okay, so let's do test 3. So is even 4, not is even 5. All right, so that looks like the tests there. I think that's all of them in this directory. Okay, so let's go back, and we're going to check out what's next to do in the path that Rustlings has set up for us. And so we've gone through variables, we've gone through the if, and we've gone through functions, and now we are onto the, not inside the directory of tests, but tests out here in the main file. And so this is a test for the variables and functions. So Mary's buying apples. One apple usually costs $2, but if you buy more than 48 ones, each apple only costs $1. Write a function that calculates the price of an order of an apple, given the amount. Okay, so, and no hints this time. So what we are saying is that Mary usually buys, okay, so if she buys more than 40 at once, so if num is greater than 40, then we're going to return 1. Else, if it's less than, then we're going to return 2. We're going to save that. Rustlings is watching for us. And let's see, what did we pass that one? It's hard to tell sometimes. Test 1. So if number is, if you buy more than 40, not if you buy, well, that should be more than 40. Given the amount, the cost, we have to calculate the cost of the order, not the cost of an apple. So we are calculating the price. So we calculate the price by multiplying by number. We did that, and that passed. It's actually hard to tell sometimes. Yes, test 1 passed. So now we are on primitive types. We're not going to go to test 2. This tests the string section, or this tests the test section. Okay, it wants us to go into primitive types. I'm going to... okay. This one looks relatively straightforward. So it's just a public function times 2. And then we need to test that times 2, 4 is going to be 8. And then something like write and assert that times 2 negative 4 is going to be negative 8. And this passed. Okay, strings 1 failed. So, and primitive types 1. So it wants us to go on a primitive type, so let's check that out. Fill in the rest of the line that has code missing. No hints, there's no tricks, just get used to typing these. So let is morning equal true. If is morning, print line true. So let, if it's morning, then it's not. Let's see if I can do this. If it's evening, evening is not is morning. Let's see if we can, if that will work. Expecting pattern. Okay, I don't think I can. I don't think that syntax will fly. So let's try false here. I'm curious about why that syntax would not be correct. If is evening. Oh, maybe it was correct. Let's see. Not is morning. With a, I need a semicolon at the end. Primitive types 1 passed. Okay, so is evening, not is morning. So that's a little bit more, a little bit better than just saying it's false. A little bit more interesting. All right, so let's look at primitive types 2. Fill in the rest of the line that has the code missing. No hints, there's no tricks. Just get used to typing these. Char. Okay, so let my first initial equal C. Let my first initial dot is alphabetic. Print line alphabetical. Try a letter, try a number, try a special character, try a character from a different language than your own, try an emoji. Okay, so let your character, let's try an emoji and see what that is. Primitive types 2 failed. Unexpected close delimiter. Unexpected close delimiter. Okay, let's do that. Let's put the emoji in some quotes. It should be string for type and string in the current scope. C. No method named is alphabetic for type and string. Okay, that doesn't seem to want to work here. I wonder if I need single quotes. Let's do A in single quote. Okay, so that passes, but an emoji doesn't seem to want to pass. Or maybe it will now that I put it in single quotes. No. Character literal may only contain one code point. Interesting. I have no idea what that means, so maybe that'll be some homework, but a colon will work. Or will it? It will work. Okay, let's go on to primitive types 3. Create an array with at least 100 elements where question mark is. Scroll down for hints. All right, so I think this is something like 1 to 1,000. And if I put a semicolon at the end, does that work? Yes, that works. I think that's the range syntax. What are some that would return a.len? Okay, let's try a different one. So apparently doing something like array in here. Interesting. I wonder if array is a special keyword. Apparently that will work. If I'm reading that hint right. Three failed. Expected and string found integer. You can do, are we there yet? Oh, colon, not, this isn't, okay. If that works. So I guess that's a way to make 10 items of the same thing in the array. Interesting syntax. Okay, primitive types 4. Let's keep trucking. Let's keep moving. Get a slice out of an array where question mark is so that the if statement returns true. Scroll down for hints. So let A equals 1 through 5. Let nice slice is that. So, okay, nice slice 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to slice our array, and in Python this would happen by doing something like that. That is what Python would do, but that apparently is not what this would do. Take a look at understanding ownership, other slices of the book, and use the starting part. Use that starting point. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look at this reference. And a 1 to 3. Okay. So this is more of the syntax here, but this should be 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should do it, actually. So I was wrong in what Python would do. Python would be Python would be, is this a comment? What's a comment? Oh, yes. Python would be something like a, what? Yeah, 1 to 3. I do like this range syntax a bit better than Python, I believe. I think I like it better. Okay, let's keep moving. Primitive types 5. Destructure the cat tuple so the print line will work. Scroll down for hints. Okay, so I think we'll leave the primitive types here, and we will be back with another video on Rust. Check it out. Subscribe for more Rust. Let me know what you think of this series. I'm going to keep moving with this. I think the best way for you to learn Rust is to not watch these videos, but to get your hands on the keyboard. But anyway, I'm going to continue with it. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will see you next time.